They don't claim to be there on behalf of Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland or England. They're simply there as lords in the House of Lords, giving their considered opinion on whatever. There's no national basis in the upper house at the moment. But what Brown is going to do is he's going to transform what's a quietly, modestly unionist house. He's going to transform it into an explicitly nationalist body. And he even uses this phrase here on interminable page 145. And I can only read this if I go outside and sit in the park with some medication, quite frankly. But I managed to get to page 145, and he says, the second chamber must be democratically legitimate, blah, 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 and different in composition from the Commons, chosen on a different electoral cycle, meaning not in the same year as the general election, and it should, quote, represent the nations and regions of the UK in a very explicit way. Okay, so it should represent the nations, which is to say Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, and the regions of England in a very explicit way. Explicit way. In other words, he's going to transform a quietly, nominally unionist House of Lords into an explicitly nationalist and regionalist Senate. How is that possibly a unionist proposition? That's a divisive separatist proposition. An absolute nightmare. That's what they're going to do. They're going to keep lots of this quiet until they get elected, because that's a vote loser if ever I saw a vote loser. Don't get me wrong, I do believe that the House of Lords needs reform in some way, especially the cronyism and the nepotism in there is awful. It definitely does need reform. But transforming it into this explicitly nationalist body is going to do nothing except fire up all the animosity again. Just when Labour starts to beat the SNP, what does it do? It hands them a gift where the SNP can use the upper house in order to start promoting its nationalist agenda again.